All right, how about a progress report on the 83 GPZ 1100 fuel injected? So I got a lot done. You see I got the gas tank on, it's fully mounted, and I got to do a test to see if it's going to leak. I did get the factory genuine gasket for that fuel sending unit. The only thing I'm worried about is this petcock here. I put an O-ring. I don't know if that's going to seal. I just want to make sure. So I'm going to put a little gas in it and check that first. I should have checked it before I put it on, but, I wanted to just get it on. So let's see what else. Got this side on, the foot pegs and everything. And then I went ahead and wet sanded both of the pipes with 2000 and then buffed them out. So that came real good. Looks really nice now. And the little emblems here, I also wet sanded those with 2000, blocked them down real good. Let me see if I can get that in the light. Now they look kind of polished looking. Looks pretty good. Cleaned the swing arm and all that on this side. Cleaned the chain guard, all the buildup under it, and get that all cleaned and situated. I did paint the top of the engine because I was going to put the tank on so I don't have to mess with the top of the engine, and then later I can do all this bottom engine right here. I will have to take this cover off to paint it because I don't want to mess the frame up right here. This I can leave on because I just don't want to break gaskets and all that. I can leave that on and buff it there and mess with all that later. I just want to get it running right now, so that's why I'm messing with the upper part of it, the tank and all that. And I just painted the top of the engine, got it all clean and scrubbed it really good. I put the new plugs in it. Also got some new little bolts for the exhaust all the way down. So that looks pretty good, with the new little bolts. And I'm still thinking about getting brighter bolts, ones that's all painted, just to give it a little detail. Of course, from here to here is going to be shaved, so you're going to see that aluminum right there. So that's going to look pretty good. So it's coming along. You see I got the paint on this frame here all done. Foot pegs on this side done. Buffed the tailpipes, and they look a lot better once they buffed them out and everything. And the tank is fully mounted and ready to go. Just got to do a test. I got the gas cap. This gas cap was originally black, but I put it in that lime away, and it just ate that black off of it. But I can paint that. That'll still look good if I paint it, buff it out. Got the fuel gauge on. I did match the key to the lock so the gas cap works. So that's working. And so front brakes were giving me problems. And I rebuilt this one here. I got off this other bike. And then I noticed that the piston on this one is smaller than the original one. It's the same master cylinder here, but the piston inside is smaller. So now I cleaned the original one up, and the piston inside that one was all rotten and corroded and busted. So I had to order that part. So I'm waiting for that to come in the mail, and once that comes in the mail, then I'm going to replace that with the original one and get it all right. This one, it just would not pump up the brakes, and then I come to find out that this one has a smaller piston. I guess it's for a single, and the original is of course a dual brake. So let's see what else. I ordered some levers here, so that's gonna make. I've got black ones coming. I did take the instruments off here to clean them all out and everything, get them all cleaned. And then I bought some new bulbs. I've got some LED bulbs, so I make it look really good. These little things right here, I was going to order these, but then all the ones that I see online are just horrible. I don't like them, so I'm just going to paint those. They're not bad. They just need painting. So I got the new plugs in and everything. And I made the air filter lid. You actually need the air filter box lid. You cannot put the filter in without the lid because the lid holds the filter toward the air box. It pushes it. So I had to make a lid. It's basically a square piece of plastic with a little notch in it. And then you need, the original one is just a square with a notch, and then it has two black tabs inside of it that push the air filter toward the airbox. So I just put 2 screws to, you know, push it like that. And of course the screw holes to mount it. And that came out really nice. It fits in there really nice. So you see I got the fuel filter on. This is that one for $4. The original one is 20 bucks, but you know, the nipples come out each side over here, and you see that hose is taking quite a turn there. I did get it to fit better if I shortened it there. So it does fit a little better. But I don't know. I'm just concerned that that thing is gonna pinch right there. I might put something there so it doesn't pinch, you know. So that's, you know, it's gonna have to do. What else? Been doing a lot of stuff to it. The front brakes have just been giving me a hard time. Waste a lot of time on the front brakes, and then I figured out why they're not pumping up. It's because that stupid piston in that master cylinder is smaller. So what else? Oh, I did find out that it's missing the little safety switch for the kickstand here, so I'm gonna have to get one of those. And I don't know where the wires are, but there's a switch that's supposed to mount right here. So if your kickstand is down, you can't start it. So what I'm gonna do next, probably today, is check that petcock to see if it's gonna leak, because that's the only thing I'm concerned about. I got an original gasket for the sending unit, and the other little pop-off valve that goes on the other side of the tank. All that I'm not concerned with. That's mounted. It's got the original gaskets on it, brand new, you know, Kawasaki original gasket. So I'm not worried about that leaking. I'm just worried about this petcock leaking because I used an O-ring instead of the packing, they call it, that goes in there. But it seemed like it went in there pretty nice. I just got to make sure that it's not going to leak. So I'm going to put a little gas in it today and see if I see any leaks. If I don't, then I'm going to fill it up and then probably put all the electronics back on it, computer and all that, and then fire it up and see what it does. Run it for a little bit. But got the frame here on this side painted and all cleaned up. I buffed the other side of the frame. I'm waiting for this frame here to dry a little bit, and then I can blend it all in and buff it, you know, make it look better. I did buff the pipes. They came out a lot better. Just being wet sanded with 2000 and buffed, and that little emblem there. So it's looking pretty good. Not bad at all. It's coming along. Looks pretty good. Oh, I did get that other side cover in the mail. And I went ahead and put it on. And, you know, it didn't have the little grommets. But what I did is took some 5/16 hose and cut them about quarter like that, size quarter. And just stuck the bolts in there. When you start crushing the bolts down, it actually expands the rubber and makes a tight fit. So you really don't need those grommets. This worked out pretty damn good. So there's that side cover. And this side cover that I bought, actually, it's pretty good. This thing, all it needs is a good buffing. It's really amazing. The quality of this one is just pretty damn good for its age. The paint on it, it really just needs a good buffing. And so all the engine, I'm not worried about it right now. The bottom of the engine, I can paint that later. I buffed that little thing off the air filter, buffed these pipes, and they look real good. Got all that side finished, and it looks pretty good. It's coming along really nice. Got a lot done. So I'm gonna do the test on the gas tank today. Hopefully that thing won't leak, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up with gas and fire it up. And I'll probably make a video. I more likely will make a video showing it run. I am gonna do that, of course. And so I'm just waiting for the correct piston for that master cylinder, the original one, to come in the mail, and I get the front brakes going. And let's see what else. Ordered something else. What was that? Oh, the bulbs for the instrument cluster. I got some LED bulbs that's gonna make it look a lot better than, you know, little bulbs that came with it. You know, one of them was burned out. So look at it, looking pretty good. Not much more to go, and this thing's gonna look like a nice bike. I mean, You know, just imagine with a seat on it, you know, the side covers, the engine black and all cleaned up, looking pretty good. Put some new tires on it. Paint the rims when I get the tires put on, you know. And then all this other red body work. I still haven't messed with this thing at all, that fairing. I'm still looking for another one. If I can't find another one, I'm probably just going to fiberglass that, you know, modify it where I can just fiberglass it, make it look good, and, you know, it'll work out. It'll look nice. Paint the front forks, you know, make them look better. So what do you think, man? It's coming along. It's looking pretty good. Got brand new plugs in it. Got all that top part here situated. It's not needing much more work. I mean, I think it's looking pretty damn good from considering what it looked like when it got here. I mean, not bad at all. So let's see, what else do I need? I need to get a battery. The little battery tray, you know, if I find that, the little battery tray, the battery mount, you know, if I can find that. But if I can't, you know, I can just modify all that kind of stuff. What else? Of course, that little switch down there. I got some new levers coming in the mail, some black ones, and I haven't really looked at grips or anything like that. You know, those things I just ordered, you know, because I was looking for the brake thing, and I thought, well, I'm going to buy this one, you know, and I'm not really concerned about that stuff right now. I just want to get it where it's operational and, you know, use the parts that I have and just get it where I can start it and go, you know, and drive it a little bit, and then it'll just get better and better, you know. Then I can do this engine paint, you know, that ain't going to be a problem. I just got to really scuff all this corrosion off of it and then make sure it's slicked out before I paint it, you know. The top head here, I scrubbed the hell out of that thing and threw some of that gloss black on. That's that high heat 500 paint on there. And I put a thin coat and then I doused it again and it came out pretty good. And then, of course, I'm going to shave these. There's the brand new plugs. Got all those in there mounted. And what else? Got a lot done on it. I don't know what else I've been doing. Let me think. Wait, what? Let me see. Man, I don't know. I guess that's about it, really. This thing here has a little bit of a dent in it. The other side of this panel right here is perfect, but this one has a dent and it's kind of messed up. The other one I buffed out, and man, it's original paint. It buffed out perfectly. That one there is, but you know, that's what I got. So I'm just gonna fix that one and be done with it. And let's see, what else? I think this side came out good too, you know. This bracket here came out good. The way it looks, you know, came out real good. The pipes look a lot better, all buffed out, you know, and slick, you know. And that little emblem's all polished, you know. So I still gotta thinking about getting the, what's it called? The emblem, decals. I mean, that's a lot to spend, $170, you know, but, you know, it would look better, but we'll see how that goes. What else? Can't think of anything else. So it's coming along, not bad. So today I'm going to test that thing for leak, and then I'm going to fill it up with gas and try to fire it up. So you might be seeing a video of me running this thing for its first time in Lord knows how long. So I guess we'll wrap this up here. I just thought I'd throw a video out there of the progress of the GPZ 1100. It's coming along. It's looking really good. So I'm going to wrap this up here. All right, I'm out.